Welcome, everyone, to Beauty and the Surgeon podcast. I'm Amy. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, and I'm joined today, as always, by my amazing co-host, Dr. Jason Martin. He's a board-certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon. And yes. Dr. Martin, it is time for one of our favorite episodes of the year.
Favorite episode.
The Cowboys bag.
And I got my lunch pail you have to watch on YouTube.
Is on the table.
Yes.
To watch us on YouTube, and this one you definitely will want to watch. So
this literally is what I carry my lunch in.
So if you are listening to this episode, I highly recommend watching it because we do have some show and tell. This is an interactive episode. This is stuff we're into.
I think, how many times have we done this?
This is our 7th time.
I think the 5th time you brought in a Swedish penis pump, didn't you?
Actually, that was last year.
The 6th time.
And that was my...
Nils and I felt that was very funny.
That was my coffee press.
Okay.
So...
The Aero press, actually.
Yep. In this episode, we call it Stuff We're Into, and we each have our bag with things we're into, and we're going to reach into the bag. So this is, Nils, the moment where if it's not copyrighted, and you can put in the clip from Flash Gordon, where they are reaching into the tree stump that has the killer scorpion inside of it. Remember that?
Man,
reach it in.
About that one.
See if it stings you. So that's what this is. So I have given Dr. Martin, usually I have stuff to give you guys, but I don't know that you'll want any of these things. So, and they are all clean. So I'm saying that right now. I've told you that once. I'm telling you again. These things are all clean.
It's making me concerned.
Okay. I just don't want you to hesitate when you reach into the bag.
That's right. I'm not going to. Okay.
All right. So we're going to Rochambeau it to see who goes first, as we always do.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right.
1, 2, 3, throw, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, throw. Okay. You go first, right?
No, you go first.
Oh, I go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first time, Nils, I think that's the first time ever that we haven't picked the same one on the first time.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Scissors, statistically always wins. Okay.
All right. So, no, that means I go into your bag first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So, Amy, you have 1 of 3 choices. You can reach into my bag. It's not slimy or dirty. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I know what this is.
Yes. Okay. Why don't you tell them what you're looking at?
You stole my little tiny harness.
Yeah.
So this is the cover for the Sofwave Precise tip specifically, but it looks the same as the one from the bigger tip.
Right.
So this is for Sofwave.
Right.
Yes.
So Sofwave, we just got this device, and we're not trying to rep our devices.
We got this device 7 months ago.
7 months ago. Okay. Okay. Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's so sad.
We've had it for almost a year.
It's brand new in my world. Okay.
Yep, we've had it for almost a year, and it is awesome. I love it.
Okay. Let's see here. There we go.
Sofwave is
I got it.
Ultrasound device.
Yeah, so it's FDA cleared, non-invasive treatment, uses synchronous ultrasound technology, external, non-invasive, to stimulate collagen and elastin production, and works deep in the skin and superficial in the skin.
Well, so people are going to get freaked out when they hear ultrasound because they're going to think of old therapy because old therapy hurts like crazy.
Right.
And was effective, but was extremely painful to get there. So Sofwave, it has the tip actually cools itself at the same time. So yes, it gets intense, but it only hurts for like a split second. And you can't really numb it because where it hurts is like deep under your skin. So it's very tolerable. I've not yet had anyone not be able to tolerate it. But as with all things in aesthetic medicine, there is a little bit of pain in beauty.
No pain, no gain. We've talked about this before.
But it's FDA cleared to lift. So it does help with lifting. It does not do anything to the surface of the skin. It works underneath the skin. It can also be beneficial for temporary reduction in cellulite. And it's the same thing for treating acne scarring. So I've actually seen some great results because it does produce heat under the surface. So it can help kind of fill in those deep divots from acne. The same thing happens with cellulite, but the process with cellulite is going to continue to persist. So it does make a temporary improvement in cellulite, but it's not permanent. But whereas with things like lifting, I mean, nothing's permanent. We all continue to age, but the lifting effect that it can give, it's not surgical, but it is adjunctive to surgery for sure.
Right. So the reason why I'm into this is that we just got this device, and honestly, I've not had time to really sit down and work through it with Amy. So I really literally put this in there for you to give us the 6-month verdict on this device. You've used it a lot. We used it on post-surgical patients. You use it on patients who haven't had surgery. You use it on the face. You've used it on the arm. Again, it's an external device.
Used on the body.
On the body. You use focused ultrasound energy. It's one of the newer devices out. I think it has a lot of promise. So what's your verdict? What's your 6-month verdict?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's non-surgical. So it is not surgical results. So it is absolutely has a place, but it will not replace surgery. So it's a good adjunct, or for an area that may not need surgery or that's had surgery and is just kind of, needing a little bit more adjustment. It's really great. I really like it. I think that it has a place, but it's not It's not what they try and sell it as in a med spa.
It's not a surgical alternative. No. Yeah.
But it is really great. And the best part about it is there's literally no downtime. So as with other things that, even lasers that have some downtime, there's literally none with this, like none at all. Mm-hmm. In fact, you look really good right away. So if you treat an area like under the eyes or like kind of the periorbital area, because it does cause some like inflammation, these areas look so good. It almost causes like a Botox effect. Like when I treat the brow on people, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm like, it does. It feels like you've had Botox. And that effect really lasts for like the first week where you're like, this is incredible. And then weeks, 2, 3, it's like, oh, it kind of came back. But then by week 4, it takes a while to remodel. So I love it. It's great for doing a little bit of lifting of the brow, treating the lower.
Think brows, think around the eyes, think jowlings, think underneath the chin, proximal arms, things like that. They have a body hand piece, which is less. I mean, we do so much facial aesthetics here. So I'm sure you could get some pretty good movement on the body hand piece too.
The only difference with the body hand piece is it works fast. It puts the energy in more quickly. It's the same size. So you can get the exact same treatment with the smaller, or it's the same size. It just puts energy in a little faster. Yeah. But it doesn't give you more energy. It doesn't give you any better result than the regular tip.
Right.
It just happens faster. So it makes the treatment time shorter.
Yeah. I was, I refer to this as a Swiss Army knife of devices. You can use it pretty much anywhere. But we found really good results, at least what I've seen on the face, neck, and around the eyes and the brow. So I'm very excited about this device.
The area in front of the ear or kind of along that like very, very posterior jawline too can be helpful. Above the knee, like it definitely offers some improvement in areas that are not amenable to surgery. Yeah. Like above the knee. It also absolutely does help with cellulite, but again, it's not permanent. So think about this, like this would be a great treatment to start to do, over the course of like 2-3 months over the winter, to have good results for summer, but just know that it's something you'd probably have to do every year to get to upkeep the results. Yeah. For other areas, it's not stopping aging. So if you ultimately need a neck lift, could do with this, help get you through like a year or so of some improvement. Yes. Are you still ultimately going to want a neck lift? Yes.
Yeah. So my interest in this device, I mean, it's good for a lot of things. I love the idea of using it after a face and neck lift, especially along the jawline and the neck. The neck's going to loosen over time inevitably. And so you can use this device post-surgery, even within 6 months to a year, and really augment your results. So I love that idea. I love things that are non-invasive that you can work in this area. So very excited about this device, and I'm glad to hear that you are happy post 6 months of usage.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. Like I said, as long as you go into it knowing that it's not surgical, there's no downside. And almost everybody's a candidate because it doesn't impact the surface. So you can have any skin type. Any skin type.
You can, I mean, most medical issues within reason, you could still do this treatment.
If you have a pacemaker or something like that, you're not going to be a candidate, but you're going to be a candidate for any energy-assisted technology.
But a standard patient coming in, you want something surgical alternative. Obviously, it's priced accordingly. So I think it's a great device. It's brand new, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, I love it.
So I literally just threw that in there because I wanted to hear your opinion.
Well, there you go.
It's so funny.
You got it. And this is the little cover. It looks like the little thing you put over a horse.
Yeah, look on YouTube.
Yep, that's what I call it. All right. So it's my turn. In you go.
Okay. Oh, I forgot I had to put my hand in there. Is it really that slimy?
There's nothing slimy in here at all.
Okay.
I'm worried about after that scorpion.
Yeah, I know. And the penis pump. Yes. Okay, I know what this is. This is one of those exercise blocks that you can just do stuff with it, right?
Yeah, so it's a yoga block, but because my thing is not a physical item, it's box breathing. And I was like, well, what do I bring to be
Amy,
box breathing?
What is box breathing? Because half the time I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, box breathing it's actually something that I am working with a new trainer, and it came on my plan. He's like, not optional. So I have to do box breathing 3 times a day. So first thing in the morning, post-workout, and before bed or at bedtime. And I knew what box breathing was because I spent a lot of time around the military, and it's something that is very commonly used specifically with Navy SEALs. And I have a quote here on the slide that you can see from a Navy SEAL. Box breathing is used by a lot of law enforcement because it helps kind of reset your mind. So if you think about it, you breathe in a specific pattern. So you breathe 4 seconds in, you hold for 4 seconds, you breathe 4 seconds out, you hold for 4 seconds.
You know what's funny? I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but this is what I do when I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Exactly what you just said. I do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. So you can kind of think about almost like a meditation in your mind where you're like, you're making the box,
like
right?
A staccato. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the thought, and that's why they use it. So I mean, the benefits of box breathing is that it reduces stress, can improve mental clarity, calms your central nervous system, improves sleep.
Yeah. Parasympathetic, sympathetic balance. Yeah.
Reduces anxiety and stress. It can actually improve memory.
Yeah.
So doing this in times of like studying and needing to focus on something, like you can almost do it as like a meditation or a mantra, almost like when you're trying to like cement information in your mind, making your like physical and your mental kind of have a correlation can help solidify memory or solidify information. So also helps lower blood pressure. If somebody's hyperventilating, it can stop them from hyperventilating, improves your lung function because it can extend it. So you can go from doing 4 seconds to 5 seconds, maybe even moving up to like 8 seconds.
Your PFTs. And I got it.
Yeah. And like just kind of that big breath in and like there's a way to do it, but you do want to sit in a natural position. You can do it in any position, but it's good to do it like in a purposeful way, but you can also just do it in a moment of stress. It's interesting, and I feel like in other countries, it's something that's taught to children more, like when children are having like a temper tantrum or an argument, they'll say, take 4 deep breaths. Like, now tell me what happened, because it just kind of like allows your mind to kind of get back into a more, calm state. And then you can look at things a little more rationally and not allowing yourself to spiral.
Yeah.
But I've been really wanting to get back more into meditation. Remember a few years ago, I think might have been one of the things I was into was that meditation book that Canyon was doing. And I went through it at the same time. And it was great. It was the first time I'd ever done like a real focused meditation plan. And I really enjoyed it. And it really helped me kind of see not only that there are many ways to meditate, but also how easy it is to incorporate into your day. And something like this, like the box breathing, is a really easy way to kind of be like, okay, like just reset. Like doing it before you eat, especially if you're struggling with like mindless eating.
Yeah, or nervous eating. Right. It's funny. I had like a semi-surgical emergency this week, and I'm good at those situations. Like I tend to do well on that. And I was in a kind of a not normal area, and I could tell people around me were anxious, and I recognized I knew everything was going to be fine, but I literally said to myself, just take a deep breath for a second. Breathed in and then let it out slowly. And then I started talking to everyone, and you could see their faces change. And I think it was just the act of me breathing.
That changed the pressure in the room.
Like everyone was like, okay, at least he's taking a breath.
He's alive.
But I do think that, and also the idea of breathing in, holding a big breath, letting it out. I remember I learned something at one time that you start with your feet. So you breathe in, imagine there's like dust inside your feet or
I think it was light.
A dirtiness, and then you're breathing, you're sucking in, so you're sucking up all that bad stuff that's in your feet, and you're blowing it out when you exhale, and then you go up to your legs and they feel more relaxed, and then your body and your arms, and then finally your head. And so those kind of, it's like you said, it's basically repetitive meditation.
Well, that's called a body scan. Like
you
can do, body scan meditation. You can do it with many different things.
Look at me doing body scan meditation.
Right? You didn't even know. So you've been so afraid of meditating all this time.
What word? I don't even understand.
Exactly.
An M word?
Yeah. But I mean,
it's not Martin.
There's great benefits to all types of meditation. And I kind of see box breathing as just one of them. But, as you noted, I mean, it's where your mind naturally goes to. I mean, you're very much, in a medical emergency, it's not unlike a police officer or a member of the military service. Like, you have to make those quick decisions, but you don't want to make the wrong decision. So that ability for you to just be able to take a deep breath, be like, okay, I got this, right. and have that plan in your mind, like that is why you excel in those situations, because you have that innate ability.
I watched this police, it was like one of those videos that are more common now where they're like if I don't think they shot the person, but it was something that was really serious, and the officer had a gun pointed somewhere, and there was an officer next to him, like putting his hand on his shoulder like that. And I was like, wonder why they're doing that. And it's probably because a human touch forces you to calm down, and it's grounding. And then you also know someone's not right next to you. So if you start to be kind of amped up, then that's bringing you back down, like that connection. And that's what breathing does too. It connects you to your like central core, your body and your mind. I've noticed that too. And it's very helpful. So if you're listening to this or watching this and you wake up and I don't know what this is like. This has never happened to me. And you're going to solve the problems of the world, which my mind does at 3 a.m. The breathing techniques really do make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Good job.
So I'm going to go back into the lunch bag here. I'm really hoping there's a sandwich in here. I mean, come on. I'm going to be really disappointed.
We had a huge Sofwave machine in there. I mean, let's see what's in there now.
All right.
Go ahead.
Is this the sandwich?
No, it's just something. This you can pull it out.
This is. I think this may have been one of your things before. This
No, I know.
This is retinol.
I know I'm stuck on
Yep.
that again.
But that's all right.
But that's not what I'm into. Okay. So retinol we've already talked about before, and this is retinol by Image, which Amy likes. So I get whatever Amy likes. Retinol, pure liquid retinol, 0.1%.
So this is actually reformulated. They just reformulated all of their retinols. So this is a micro encapsulated retinol.
We like Image.
Yeah, they redid their entire line of retinols. So Dr. Byrne, you've only had this new version for about a week.
Yeah.
It replaced the old drops. What do you think?
I like it. I think it works really well. I mix it with, I think, Image facial lotion, right? That's what I do. Do a couple drops on there. I do it in the morning, at night. So I like retinol. So
you should only be using this once a day.
I know.
And you should be only using it at night. You should not use it during the day.
I know this. So this goes to my question. Okay. This whole episode should just be Dr. Martin asking Amy questions, because that's really what this is getting down to. So when is it appropriate for someone who's aging to switch from retinol to Retin-A?
To prescription Retin-A?
Yes.
I would say anymore with the advanced retinols, never.
Okay. So let's talk about the mechanism of action. So both retinol becomes basically a tretinoin, right?
Yeah, it's just how many times your body has to break it down.
Right. So the retinol requires a breakdown process, like in some aldehyde enzyme, and it turns into tretinoin, like vitamin A, goes into the cell, binds to the retinoic acid receptors, and then affects your DNA. Okay, so that's how it works. So basically, retinol does what Retin-A does.
Correct. It just does it a little gentler.
It does gentler because there's a couple steps to get to the active ingredient. And then Retin-A, depending on the percentage, and that's why it's prescribed, it can be pretty high powered.
Rapid cellular turnover.
Increase cell turnover, stimulate collagen production, normalize keratinization. It helps with pigmentation and fine lines. So retinol is the gentle kind, which a lot of people can tolerate using. Retin-A or tretinoin is the active ingredient, and that's a lot more aggressive. So I think most people are candidates for retinol.
Yeah.
Besides people that take Retin-A for other reasons like acne or problems like that prescribed by a dermatologist. This is what I'm into. Who is the candidate for Retin-A? And let me ask a specific question. As we age, especially fair-skinned people, is there a time when you think they should switch over Retin-A because it's going to be more powerful and have more effect?
No.
Okay. Why is that? Why do you feel that way?
Because of the advancements in the delivery system of retinols,
Yeah.
You're getting as much benefit. And there's no, it would not make sense that as you got older, you wanted that to happen even more and more and more rapidly, as long as you're staying on top of it. So once that process is going, you've got a turnover rate that's healthy. I guess I don't see the point in trying to accelerate it further and further and further.
Right. So, and I agree with you. So I kept thinking about this, well, maybe I should switch to a prescription Retin-A. Maybe people that come into our practice who, in their 60s, maybe we should tell them, hey, prescription Retin-A. I just don't think you're going to put the genie back in the bottle. This is like investing. You just have to do it over your lifetime. Yep. It doesn't make a difference week by week. Secondly, Retin-A is really strong and has huge side effects, which is like peeling, redness, and just overall irritation.
Well, extreme sensitivity to photo damage.
And then photosensitivity. Mm-hmm. So, basically you could probably only use it for a couple months, then stop, and then back on, and then stop. So, the hair wins the race sometimes, right? Slow and steady all the time, preferably 2 times a day, not 1 time a day.
Do not use this 2 times a day.
2 times a day.
That no matter what I say, they're going to think that you're correct because you're a doctor.
She's correct.
Do not use your retinol in the morning. Absolutely do not.
Yeah. When it comes to this kind of stuff, 100% listen to Amy. If we're talking about surgery, you can listen to me. That's fine. So I think that the retinol is probably better. Now, if you had specific areas that needed a little bit more help, some pigmentation issues, maybe you really wanted to work on some wrinkles, and I still don't even think Retin-A makes that much of a difference on wrinkles, because remember, these products, the tretinoin, which is the end product, stimulates DNA to make different things that increase collagen production and thicken your skin. So I think overall retinol is the way to go. But
yeah, look at it this way. Is putting high octane gas in a car that runs off of non-high octane gas going to make that car run better?
Well, if you're a guy, hell yes.
But the answer is no. It isn't.
My son asked me that question, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to put some better gas in. You're just paying for, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now my car, if I put, unfortunately I have a European vehicle. It's not a nice car, but it has to have high octane gas or else it will not run well. So would it still run? Yes. But my point is, if you have a regular car, putting gas in it that has has a higher octane is not going to make the car run better.
Right.
It's still going to get you to where you need to go.
So this really gets where my headspace is. So for people listening, because sometimes we just brush over all this stuff. You can't avoid surgery or you can if you just don't want it. But surgery is somewhat inevitable with aging if you care. But if you were just going to break it down, what are the daily habits that are the best besides sunscreen, besides not smoking, not drinking, that kind of thing, just healthy living? From a skincare standpoint, what would you recommend?
Well, sunscreen.
Besides sunscreen.
If I was going to prescribe nothing other than sunscreen, I would say sunscreen, water. Proper water, proper hydration.
Okay, so you're not answering my question. So if you...
Yes, I did. I exactly answered your question.
If you're talking about a daily routine, because people like daily routines, you wash your face, what would you recommend?
It really depends on how much time and how much money you're willing to spend.
Okay.
At the bare minimum, washing your face and wearing sunscreen and staying hydrated. Those things are going to make more improvement in your skin and having a healthy diet than anything you put on topically.
Got it.
Now, if you have more budget and more time, the things I would add on top of that is going to be something that causes some cell turnover, either like glycolic, a salicylic, a little bit of acid to kind of help the surface.
Exactly.
I do like a gentle retinol and I like a vitamin C.
Okay. Vitamin C. Yeah. And then some sort of hydrating lotion if you have said skin that needs that.
Yeah. I mean, you want to seal it. So yes, you want to add moisture back in. Staying hydrated from the inside, again, is going to be really key for that.
Completely.
Yeah.
And then things like toners and stuff, it doesn't hurt, but it's really not.
Yeah, those are things that that's not where I would start.
Yeah. So I think retinol.
If you want a 40-step Korean skincare regime, that is totally fine if you have the time and the money. Not going to hurt you either.
Man, those regimes, man, they got it going on.
If you want glass skin, there's snail essence. I mean, there are amazing things. I talked once on the stuff we're into about propolis, which is from bees. They harvest it from beehives.
That.
I mean,
they're cool.
Anything that's going to put like antioxidants or kind of help with fighting free radicals. Yeah, super effective for skincare.
Didn't you do something? Was there something that was like really weird? It was like bull ejaculate or something. There was something really odd. You were talking about something. I have to go back and listen to that. I can't remember.
Well, they do. They do use semen in some treatments.
Yeah,
yes.
which is disgusting.
Well, I mean, you think it's the same reason they use placenta creams.
Yeah, I know.
Like they're trying to get closer to that DNA when it's fresh and turn it over, right?
Okay.
I mean, you got a placenta is growing life. Same thing.
Yeah. So I think that these basic things that Amy's talking about are really important for aging and looking good. You're going to have treatments like we talked about Sofwave already, and topical treatments like IPLs just to get rid of spots, and some a little more invasive lasers that improve wrinkles and stuff like that.
Dermabrasion.
Yeah, dermabrasion. Like Botox is really helpful for wrinkles. Fillers can be helpful midlife and older. So there's so many different things, but I think regimens are really, really important. The one thing that Amy said, which is really where my headspace has been, is about nutrition, hydration, sunscreen, which I'm terrible at, and those things like that.
If you're putting retinol on in the morning and not wearing sunscreen, we got to have a talk. I'm not ordering you any more retinol after this until you start wearing sunscreen.
I do wear sunscreen.
What does that sunscreen smell like?
Yeah, right.
That's what Nils was going to ask.
We already
that.
busted you with this one. I think that was
Nils,
4.0, right?
Support me here, bro. All right. Good job.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and we got 3 more to go.
I'm going to box breathe while we're gone.
And we're back. And there will be links for these items in the description box below for the things you can buy. You cannot buy box breathing. It's free.
The Sofwave is very expensive. You can come to our office and use it. You have to pay a small price.
All right. In you go.
Okay. You still have that Cowboys bag. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
This was from Chandra. This is a birthday gift.
How's Dak Shepard doing? And what's his Dak's? There you go. Oh,
Dak Prescott?
Des Prescott, yeah. Oh my God, what is this thing? This looks like something female. I have no idea what this is.
This is what I told you. Everything in here is clean.
Okay.
So this is a really cool thing.
Okay.
So this is called Perifit. And if you're looking at it on the screen here, you see it looks kind of like a sperm or a tadpole. So this is a Kegel exercise device, but it's really cool. It comes with an app. So it attaches with Bluetooth to your phone. So you turn it on, and obviously it is inserted inside the vagina. And you do your Kegels, but you play games when you do it. So I pulled it up so you can kind of see.
This is outrageous.
So there's all these games like Flappy Bird, and this one is
My God.
So
you're playing games on your phone?
You do it with your muscles, with your pelvic floor muscles.
With the thing inserted into your vagina.
Well, that's how you make it work. So I mean, here it kind of shows you like when you squeeze it, that's the old one. But like this, I love the one with the birds. So like literally, it's so cool. So you play like 5 games a day. My favorite one is the one where you're flying a plane that is putting out fires. So you have to fly it like. So you hold the contractions and then you let it go and like it dips down, fills up with water, and then you fly up and over the forest and like it like seriously can make you motion sick, and then you drop all the water on the fires. It's so much fun, but so you get the feedback right away, and then it gives you, you get a little report when you get done.
So it literally has haptic feedback?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
God.
So it's really important to keep a strong pelvic floor as you age, because it's, key for things like going to the bathroom.
Yep.
It helps with having better orgasms.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last episode.
Yeah. But it's just a fundamental part of like, to me, keeping like healthy aging is all the parts of our body are aging. And it just makes it a lot more fun to do Kegels when you get to do it as Flappy Bird. So Flappy Bird, you fly up and over these like green things. There's also one where that's a person running and you have to get her to jump over, what are those things? Hurdles, right? So she goes over hurdles. Oh, there's one that's an asteroid thing. So you're flying the plane or the little asteroid destroyer and you have to like shoot through things to like, it's so much fun.
Only you would find this device.
Yeah. So, for every women out there, or just people with a vagina, this is a really cool way to do your Kegels and make it fun. And you can so you do like once a month, it'll ask you to do like a little survey, like how many times have you had urinary incontinence, like questions about how your sex life is.
So it at least has some scientific tracking of this.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's FDA cleared and your HSA will pay for it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and it's inexpensive. Like right now the website has a sale on it. So it's FDA cleared. So you can pay with your HSA for it. It's only $143.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think the only downside to me is that it is not rechargeable. And now they say it lasts for like 5 years with average use, and it will remind you. So like when you turn it on, like your phone will send you a reminder if you forget to turn it off, because see, like the little light will light up, and it'll try to pair with the phone. So definitely make sure you're turning it off after you use it. But you play the games for like 5 minutes a day, and it shows you how much you've improved. Like it actually has little charts to show you like how much your max contraction has improved, and like how long you can hold that max contraction as well.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a very cool device, and yeah,
I'm digging it.
Think
do they have one for men that I can play Crazy Bird?
Can I play something with my butt?
Yeah.
I'm sure you could.
You had that one just waiting, didn't you?
I mean, you get that sphincter going. I mean, the sensors on it are kind of all around it. So you'd have to really squeeze.
Well, I was just picturing like it hooked up to the Xbox and Amy's just sitting on the couch
100%
perfectly still, and like the Mario's jumping all over the place.
Like I can make Mario jump right now.
She projects it onto her big TV and she's playing it.
How are you doing that?
She mirrors it on her TV.
With my pelvic floor.
So that game, Crazy Bird or whatever that one, do you remember when that came out? And then like basically the guy had to take it down because people got addicted to it. Do you remember this whole story?
Yeah, that was like almost 10 years ago, I want to say now. Crazy
Bird. It
was
so interesting. Like he created this game that was so addictive that
it was fun.
It was fun. I played it, and it was impossible to win too.
Yeah.
And so people kept playing it and he had to take it down.
Yeah, well.
I mean, he voluntarily took it down because
they refined it a little bit
it.
and like
made it less addictive.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not addicted to my Perifit. I use it for my 5 minutes and I'm fine to stop playing.
I love it. Anything that improves health is great. Yeah. Anything that improves health that makes it fun. I mean, when I'm on my Peloton riding through different towns,
right, it's way more fun.
It's the same idea, right? Like you're visually doing things and you're having fun doing it. So
I get to put out forest fires with my pelvic floor.
Yeah, way to go.
Active video games are a way to go. VR is a great way to do it. Like anything that keeps you moving. If there's
if you could get VR and this device, hello. All right, Amy.
So the final thing.
You're gonna love this one.
This is Suppressor Max from Troponin Nutrition. And every time I say troponin, Dr. Martin says, what? And I'm like, because what is troponin?
I mean, troponin is what we used to measure with heart attacks.
Right. And the person who started this company, Justin Harris, worked in the cardiac department. He did all of the heart scans. So when he started the supplement company, that's
troponin
why.
Is like in muscle.
That's why it's called troponin.
And it's released when you have heart attacks, and you can measure the troponin levels in the blood. So, Amy, instead of me being doctory, why don't you tell us, like, from a patient standpoint, why berberine is beneficial?
So berberine is beneficial for managing blood sugars. It helps just kind of modulate blood sugar levels in the body. There are some caveats to berberine usage that I think people should be aware of from a nutritional standpoint, but those are beside the point.
That's beside the point.
Yeah.
So it's found in traditional medicine. It's natural.
It's an herb.
It comes from a plant. And it has been studied pretty extensively for blood sugar regulation and metabolic support. So how does it work? It works and activates AMPK. Nils, do you remember us talking about AMPK? This goes way back, the Wayback Machine. Do you remember us talking about mTOR and AMPK, the different pathways? Just say yes.
I do. Well, it has to do with metabolism.
I mean, somewhat. Yeah, just body metabolism in the body, the way the body works. That's correct.
Yeah, all right.
So
that was a hard one. You got to give me easy.
Okay, sorry. It helps the body use insulin more effectively, reduces gluconeogenesis in the liver, or glucose production in the liver, and improves glucose uptake in the cells. Overall, it can lower your fasting blood sugars and improve your hemoglobin A1C. It may support weight management and improves insulin sensitivity. So,
I mean, they've done double-blind studies with metformin and berberine.
Yeah, totally. And that's what it is. It's over the counter. You can buy berberine. It's over the counter, and it has almost similar results. But obviously, talk to your doctor before using. So,
this is not just normal berberine, though. So the berberine that is in Suppressor Max is a specific type of berberine. It's
fancy berberine.
It is. So it's berberine has.
It's grown on top of the mountains.
No, but
with rainwater.
Berberine typically has a very short half-life or active life. So if you're going to get the benefit out of it, you have to take it multiple times a day. Whereas Suppressor Max is not like that. It is a big serving. It's 7 capsules. That's why this bottle is so big. It's really big. But it gets into your system more slowly, giving you the benefits over the a long term, like over the course of a whole day.
What do you take of this? Like, do you take a couple in the morning, a couple at night?
No, you take all 7 as one dose.
Okay, I don't do that, but that's fine.
Yeah, take it as one dose.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's the benefit of it. Now, normally, if you're taking berberine, you have to take it with every single meal, and that it has the effect on that meal of managing blood glucose, but it doesn't have a lasting effect. Whereas with Suppressor, you take it once a day, and you get that effect that it lasts all day.
Yeah, during the day.
Yeah.
So we had talked about before. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to ask you. So you should talk about you had a marked improvement in your fasting blood glucose when you started taking this.
That's what I'm into right now.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm always fooling around with stuff at chagrin, Amy's chagrin. So I like to work through things, and that's what we do for a living, right? We're trying to creatively figure out how we can make things better. So I try to use science and test things and look at things, and people like me do this all the time. There's people that are into longevity medicine.
Called
and
biohackers
and stuff like that. So my calcium score was 0, which means that with a low resolution CT scan of my chest, it did not show atherosclerotic plaques. I have a family history of high cholesterol. My LDL is elevated, but not super elevated, around 120 without any medications. My total cholesterol is around 180. I don't really fit any profile to take statins. I took one anyways just to see if I would tolerate it, and also to see what my total cholesterol would go to, and it went precipitously down. My LDL went down to 60 or 70. So if you have a heart history, that's actually a good thing, at least for the information we have. The problem with statins is they can increase your hemoglobin A1C. My hemoglobin A1C was already slightly elevated, which was 5.7, and that's not outside of normal range, but it is on the range of going into pre-diabetes. On the statin, it went up to 5.9. So that was alarming to me. First thing I did was stop the statin. And second thing I did was start taking this. And my hemoglobin A1C over 6 months went down to 5.5.
That's pretty remarkable.
A pretty crazy change, and it wasn't like a big change in my diet. Amy and I both eat a lot of carbs because we lift weights, and carbs are needed to for training. So things that would be hyperglycemic, and we eat those. I mean,
yes, but there is nothing wrong with those things. You should have a blood sugar spike when you consume carbohydrates. It's the abnormalness and the sustainedness. Now, a high hemoglobin A1C is showing more the glycation of your cells versus individual carbohydrate intake.
Yeah.
So that is someone who is over consuming carbohydrates and not utilizing them.
Exactly. I want to make that really clear.
There's a drastic difference. Carbs are absolutely not bad.
But if you're pre-diabetic,
Thank you for the gift certificate to the donut shop, by the way.
You're welcome.
Just a reminder.
For your birthday. For your birthday.
Yep,
This is a new one, dude. This is for donut day.
It was for donut day.
So
I actually
nice.
sent one to
So,
Catherine too
yes.
because
I almost missed it because it came from a text and I didn't see it at first.
that's
That
why
was
I gave
funny.
you the nudge. Like,
There
hey, you
go.
may have gotten
I
a text you
appreciate
thought
it.
was
I was
spam.
like,
Don't
oh my
forget.
gosh, I almost missed out on donuts. That's,
Free donut.
I had to say because when you guys talk about carbs, that's all I can think
Yes, and
about.
carbs are not bad.
So if you're pre-diabetic, you may go in, say you're struggling metabolically, maybe struggling with weight, that you may go to the doctor. They'll say, hey, just eat a low glycemic diet, right? Which is lean meats and et cetera, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be lower, probably less emphasized carbs. But
Well, there's a difference in low glycemic and low carbohydrate.
I get it. But in general, people look, and carbohydrates themselves have an ability to spike insulin levels and to transiently, yes. So I do think having something like this, if you are borderline, and you may totally disagree with this, that it allows you some flexibility in diet, especially if you want to load up on carbs and not have these super high spikes. It might lower those spikes a little bit, which would positively affect your hemoglobin A1C. I'm saying that without data because I could just wear a glucose monitor all the time.
Glucose monitors are very inaccurate.
Okay. But I'm just saying I could and kind of see. I will tell you, at least for me, and this is important, when you're looking at all these things, I looked at my fasting insulin and some other levels, and they were all pretty good. So I felt comfortable using this. I think you should always talk to a doctor before taking even supplements like Berberine. But it made a big difference for me.
Yeah, it's an amazing product.
And specifically Berberine itself we like, but from this brand.
Yeah,
which
all
Amy
berberine is not created equal.
Yeah,
I
Suppressor Max.
would not recommend just getting on Amazon and ordering the cheapest berberine you can find and taking it haphazardly. But from Troponin, this one, Suppressor Max, is an amazing product.
Right.
This one I highly recommend.
And Amy knows the owner.
I do.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And not a sponsor. You know the owner. You're plugging it. And it's still not a sponsor. All right.
And I don't even
All
care
right.
because he's that good of a guy.
Yeah.
Has the biggest forearms I've ever seen on a person.
Isn't that everything we do?
Yeah,
like everyone
exactly.
is monetizing except us.
Hey, Element sends us free stuff.
There you
sometimes.
They do. Then we got a free element.
Yes.
We get free swag.
Shout out.
No, Justin Harris has maybe the biggest forearms on a person I've ever seen in real life. And
Wait. Nils is first, and then Justin is second.
no, like
Popeye is the biggest.
they are
one.
bigger than Popeyes.
Yeah.
Like impressive forearms.
Okay.
Yeah. All
But
right.
can he control a fire-abating plane with his vagina?
No, because he doesn't have one. But I can.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, Justin.
Put it all.
You're not really that cool.
Yep.
buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna send him that clip. All right. He has 4 daughters. He'll love that.
All right.
All right. So the final item.
Ooh, I like this. So what I picked out of the bag, I'm sorry, I got to remember the people who are listening to
Yeah.
is something called Vol.U.Lift. So Vol.U.Lift, skin rebound complex, deflation, deep wrinkles, dehydration, density. This is what it treats. Okay.
So this is a really cool new product. This is also from Image Skincare, and this just was released on the market like very recently. And Dr. Martin, this is specifically targeted to a population of people. Reading those things specifically.
Let me read them again.
Deflatation.
So deflation, deep wrinkles, dehydration, density.
Yep. Who do you think?
I call that the quadruple Ds, Amy.
Right. So this is specifically marketed to a demographic, a specific patient demographic. And who do you think that is?
Middle-aged white ladies.
Yeah, but that's not specific enough.
Awesome middle-aged white ladies.
So
With good personalities.
interestingly enough, this cream is being marketed as a treatment for GLP-1s.
Oh, so interesting. Yeah, that's very fitting.
But I was really excited to see this because I don't use GLP-1, but I do compete in bodybuilding competitions. And what do I struggle with when I am competing?
Oh my gosh, she looks terrible.
Right. I struggle with things like deflation, not so much the deep wrinkles, density. Like I end up looking like a skeleton. And this is also, people, we talked about Ozempic face in our questions from listeners part 1. We had a great voicemail from a patient who asked about that. But so I was like, wow, like this is exactly what I need when I'm on contest prep to maybe help maintain that kind of 4D effect of the skin. So this is new. Like I said, this just came out. It's only been available for purchase for like the last couple of months by the time you guys are seeing this, but it's meant to address, they're calling it the multidimensional for facial changes that occur specifically when using GLP-1s or with rapid weight loss.
What's the active ingredient?
There are 3, and I will show you what those are, and they will be on the screen too. So L-ornithine, which is an amino acid, it plumps the skin, improves the appearance of sunken, deflated skin, promoting a fuller-looking face. Buckthorn, which is visibly reduces lines, wrinkles, improves the appearance of skin firmness, quality, and texture. Kangaroo paw extract helps to visibly firm skin, reducing the appearance of sagging lines and wrinkles.
Hate kangaroos, I think. They just all I see is videos of them fighting them all the time.
Well, this is an oil, so it's from a plant called the kangaroo paw. I'm sure it probably looks like a little kangaroo paw.
I got that part.
You don't have to fight it. But what I really like about it, it's deeply hydrating, but it does kind of address that foundational loss of volume. Now, is this surgical? No. Is it going to remove skin? No. And it doesn't even say that it, is going to tighten skin. That's nowhere in here. It's really to kind of help with that density, that loss of plumpness and volume in the face with weight loss. So I'm just calling it weight loss, whether that's through GLP-1 or just with weight loss in general. The other thing I love about it is it is completely fragrance free and has a beautiful texture. So I don't like using things that have a lot of fragrance in them, even if it's like a natural or like an essential oil fragrance that can be really overwhelming to me. But I bought this when it was very first available. This is actually the sample that we have in the office so people can feel it and touch it. But it's addressing a whole new, has weight loss always been a thing? Yes, it has. But are there a lot of people right now, as that question from our last listener questions asked, there are changes that happen in the skin when you lose weight rapidly. Now, a lot of those things, if you go back and look at our videos from a year ago or even from 6 months, well, at this point it's like last fall when I was getting ready to compete. I look sunken in. Like I look a little bit like a skeleton. What fixes that? Well, gaining 20 pounds fixes that, but also, taking care of your skin.
Yeah. I'd like you 20 pounds positive, not negative.
That is, you don't realize it.
So good.
Yeah.
You remember that was the last episode, the one before that, where the lady said, well, did she have a facelift? Which I think was a compliment. I'm just assuming that was a compliment because you look good.
Well, that was from a video though that had been months prior when I was really lean. Yeah.
Well, maybe that wasn't.
Yeah. So it wasn't.
Maybe that wasn't.
Yeah. But would I love to be able to keep a little bit more fullness in my face, even, perception wise when I cut for a show? Yeah. So if this allows me to do that,
you got to get this
awesome.
for Barb. All right. So Vol.U.Lift.
I will send one home with you.
Yeah. I'd love it.
Yeah. And Barb has never lost weight. She just these are also aging issues as well. So, do you have to have lost weight to use this? Absolutely not.
No.
Anybody who wants to have that more 4D effect to their skin, that plump, full look, I think this would be a great thing to try.
So we have a good group of things here. We have some skin stuff, Retinol, and Vol.U.Lift. We have some stuff that helps your blood sugars.
Things that help the inside.
Things that help your Kegel muscles, right? We have box breathing. And
helps
then
your mind.
We have Sofwave, which is I'm really interested in, actually.
Yep.
All right.
Rejuvenating things. Nils, like I said, I don't have anything to give to you guys this time. I will send some Vol.U.Lift home with Dr. Martin, but I don't think you want a Kegel exerciser. But hey, highly recommend Sarah look into this.
Right.
For the price.
I do like the box breathing.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of it, but that's something that's like Dr. Martin say, wake up in the middle of the morning, and I always call it the hour of despair. So
the hour of despair.
Where everything's hitting you in life, and it's like, breathing exercises. But the 4-second thing, I like that. It gives it a little bit more structure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it like a box. So
it's worse though when you're not worrying about your life problems, which everyone has them, but you're trying to figure out the world's problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or what you would say on Joe Rogan's podcast to fix everything. And then I was like, why am I wasting my time with this?
No, I'd much rather perseverate about something I said to someone 40 years ago or 30 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Rumination.
Yeah, exactly. That's way more productive.
Exactly.
I mean, at least think about what you'd say on Joe Rogan. That's a possibility. Joe Rogan might have you on as a guest. You don't know.
Let you go. We shall.
Yeah.
JRE.
But am I ever going to like look up that person from third grade that I may have said something that may have been insulting, like mildly unpleasant to at one point in time? No.
Yeah.
That I said I didn't like their shirt one day, and now I feel bad about it all these years later. I'm really sorry.
I like that you and I mean, we're into other things, but I like the health components of what we're into. So you and I are always trying to find just a little bit improvement. That's the best part about it. That's the best part about being a human. You can always do a little bit better. You can grab a little bit here and grab a little bit there. I still might blow up my face with Retin-A. I'm just not going to tell you.
Step right out in the sun
4 count
after
breath.
that.
There's going to be
Breathe in for 4 counts.
It's going to be a podcast with me with a glowing red face.
Breathe out.
And she's going to be like, what the hell did you do to your face?
Dr. Martin will use sunscreen.
Yeah. I got this. Okay.
All right. Well, we appreciate you all for listening. And if you are interested in purchasing any of these products, aside from box breathing, which we've decided is free, there are links in the comment or in the description box below. And please leave us a comment if you guys have a product that you're really into. We'd love to hear about it. And just in general, we love hearing your questions and comments. Share this episode with a friend if you feel so inclined. You can also leave us a voicemail. 303-630-9038. And yes, I did say that without looking at the stickers. So Nils, you should definitely check that was the right number.
That's the number to her favorite, nail salon. Yes.
And when, Dr. Martin, anything else?
No, that's it. I just love it. I love this episode. I wish we did this every week and then alternate it with viewer comments.
Yeah.
Or listener comments.
Well, we will see you all here next time.
All right. Have a great day.